Next, let's give a warm Elevate Daytona Beach welcome to Dr. Jean LaCour.
I'm Dr. Jean LaCour, President of the Professional Recovery Coach Association. Ladies and gentlemen, substance misuse costs our economy $600 billion every year. If we can reframe this, we will gain personal insight as well as new strategies. Businesses of all sizes bear the cost through lost productivity, through turnover, through theft, through healthcare costs and higher taxes, for criminal justice and for social services, for domestic violence, child abuse, and homelessness. More of us have a substance use problem than have cancer. I have trained in 30 nations around the world, in Russia, in India, in Malaysia, in Egypt, Bermuda, and I've discovered that we lead the world in consuming drugs. SOBER, it means abstinence or moderation in using alcohol and drugs. It also means clear-headed and thoughtful. So let's think together. The U.S. is approximately 5% of the world's population, but we consume 2/3 of the world's illegal drugs. Cocaine, heroin, meth, marijuana. We consume 80% of the world's narcotic medications like oxycodone. And every day, 115 Americans die from an opioid overdose. But we pay the highest cost for alcohol misuse through accidents, binging, through disease and violence, which kill 240 of us every day. We value the right of adults to use mood-altering drugs. Each one of us here has a very early memory of alcohol or drugs. Think about it. Now, we love this thing called dopamine. It is the pleasure chemical that our healthy brains release from sugar and coffee and drugs and sex and rock and roll and video games. These brains, the holes are not good. They're reduced brain activity. This brain has been drinking heavily on weekends for 17 years. These brains next have, these holes show heavy use of marijuana over a much shorter amount of time. Brains like these could be driving your forklift. They could be on your tech team or serving your burgers. E stands for emotional intelligence, or EQ. It's more important to our success in life than our IQ. EQ includes those coping skills so that we can cope with the distress that normally will trigger relapse or misuse. So EQ is simply recognizing my emotions and managing them. It's also recognizing your emotions and responding appropriately. 24 million Americans self-report they're in recovery. What does this mean? It means our brains are healing and our lives are marked by courage, by gratitude, and by service. So what can we do to reduce the cost? We can learn the 3 steps of the progression to addiction. The first stage is chemical pleasure. We love our dopamine, right? So let's have adult conversations about the real effects. Let's explore our company values, our norms, and drug-free policies. The second stage is chemical coping. When alcohol and drugs are our primary stress reliever, we're vulnerable. EAPs and benefit companies, you can end stigma with professional recovery coaches. And you see the third step, it is chemical slavery. We're out of control, our brains are driving us to use. This is where we need formal treatment and 12-step peer support. So what can we do? We consider that certified professional recovery coaches can help you and they can help your company to explore values and to reduce the cost of living in a high society. This has been such a wonderful experience, and I want to thank the entire Elevate team. I want to thank Jim Cameron for getting me involved. The preparation, the camaraderie, it's been higher, it met way beyond my expectations. So it's a chance for people to share their passion and their solutions and to come together to build up Daytona Beach, Florida.